Greetings, Guardians. Welcome back to Olympus Alliance, and today, we're answering one of the most requested topics from our amazing community. Titan content. And we're starting with none other than the golden powerhouse of the light element, Rigel. This isn't your average level up and hope for the best kind of guide. No. We're giving you real tactical tips to make your Rigel not just strong, but dangerous, unpredictable, and built in a way that saves you resources while wrecking your enemies. Because time and gold are your most precious resources in hero wars, alliance, and wasting them on the wrong upgrades. Not on our watch. Let's jump into how to build Rigel into a Titan no one wants to face. We'll look at his artifacts, skins, and how every piece fits into a bigger strategy, a strategy that confuses your enemies, speeds up your ultimates, and lets you build more Titans faster. Let's start with the weapon artifact, Belav's Elytra. This is where the danger begins. Every time Rigel activates his Vengeful Barrier skill, this artifact triggers, and at max, it fires 100% of the time. No chance, no waiting, just instant team value. And what do you get? Plus 150,000 extra damage for all your Titans against fire, earth, and water enemies, the three main elements. That's huge. Especially in mixed element battles or cross-server wars, where light needs to punch through the front line. And there's more, every time it activates, it boosts your team's stats for 9 full seconds. That's almost 1/3 of a fight. In longer battles like dungeon waves or clash, this can tilt the entire rhythm of the battle in your favor. So naturally, you might think, okay, max it right away. But hold that thought. We'll come back to this. Let's move to Rigel's second artifact, the Crown of Light. This artifact gives plus 213,000 extra damage and plus 120,600 defense against the same core enemies. That's power and protection, the double edge that makes Rigel such a nightmare. It helps him survive and hit harder at the same time, and if you're building for dominance, it seems obvious to max it out too. But once again, that's just the theory. Now the defense seal. This one is pure stats, plus 82,500 physical attack and a massive plus 4,575,000 health. It turns Rigel into a walking fortress. He becomes the front wall of your light team, tanking hits, dealing back damage, and staying alive while your support Titans do their work. Sounds amazing, right? And then we get to his skins. Rigel has 2 full health skins, each giving over 2.6 million horsepower, which adds up to more than 5.2 million bonus health. And with his ultimate tied to health and reflection, more health should mean more power. So again, you're thinking, let's max it all. But here's where we flip everything upside down. Because maxing everything makes your Rigel predictable. Opponents will simulate fights, test their lineups, and find the counter. Your fully built Rigel. He's strong, but they know exactly when he'll ult, and they're ready for it. A dangerous Rigel is one that's unpredictable. One that ults faster, hits harder earlier, and catches opponents off guard. So here's the plan. Go back to the weapon artifact, Belav's Elytra. It's powerful, but you don't want it slowing Rigel down. Keep it around level 100 to 115, and give it absolute star. That gives you huge value without delaying his ult. The faster he ults, the more times the artifact triggers. More triggers equals more team-wide buffs equals more chaos for your enemies. Now the Crown of Light. Again, don't max it. Stop it between level 110 and 117. You still get great stats and survivability, but Rigel's ult charges way faster, and that's what this entire build is about. Then the defense seal. This is the trap. Everyone maxes it because of that massive health boost, but don't fall for it. If you max the seal, Rigel ults later, way too late. And that means less protection for your team, fewer artifact triggers, and fewer wins. So instead, keep it between level 90 and 100. This is the golden range. It gives him enough bulk to tank, but still lets him ult early and often. In fact, a seal in this range lets Rigel use his skill 3 to 4 times more in one fight compared to a maxed seal. That's what makes him terrifying. And now, the skins. Full health sounds tempting, but remember, health equals delay. His energy fills slower with more HP, and that means fewer ultimates, fewer buffs, fewer reflections. So do this, stop both health skins between level 15 and 40. Nothing more. This keeps Rigel fast and furious. Heal ult early, protect your team early, and start the battle with momentum. When you combine all of this, mid-level artifacts, controlled skin growth, and a focus on speed over stats, you create something totally unexpected. A Rigel that ults faster, supports better, and dominates fights while everyone else is still charging. And the best part? You save millions of gold and artifact dust. While others are stuck building one overpowered but slow Titan, you'll be building your second and third, and winning wars with speed and strategy. So build your Rigel to be dangerous, not just powerful. Build him to be unpredictable. Build him to force your enemies to rethink everything they know. This is how Titans are forged, not just with strength, but with wisdom. Salute and friendship. So Guardians, did you max your Rigel already like I did and wish we can go back in time? Or you have your still untouched ready to build him correct? Of course the new Titan Verdok come and give a super advantage to Earth Titans, but remember Hero Wars Alliance. It's a long journey. And we never know what comes next. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to touch that ring bell. And subscribe to our channel. Your support is huge to keep us growing and learning from you too. And bring you more exclusive videos, but until then, stay sharp, stay tuned, and as always, salute and friendship.